Welcome back to another episode of the podcast with Mark45 until I come up with an actual decent title for the show. Today's episode is a little bit laid back, if you will. The first two, we've literally been talking about a movie. Then we did a Prime video. Not sure how we did that through a podcast, an audio-based show. But today, we have an actual topic to talk about. And we actually have a couple lined up. And of course, if you've been enjoying these episodes, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more episodes so you don't miss them the second they come out. Because we have a guest booked for the upcoming future. It's going to be a miraculous episode. You don't want to miss it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button with notifications turned all the way up. And if you're on Spotify, give us a follow as well. That would be nice if you're listening on Spotify. So, without further ado, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the different continuities in Transformers.
So Transformers. This is a Transformers space episode. So, I don't know shit about Transformers. So, this guy is the expert here, and this is mainly why he'll be leading today's episode. And then we have another one coming soon, which is... Do you want to give a little teaser of the next episode? What are we going to talk about next? Anime. That took a very long time to respond, but let's get right into it. So my knowledge of Transformers is limited to the Michael Bay movies and the two non-Michael Bay movies that have come out. That's about it. So Santos, take it away.
Also, if you haven't seen the video, Santos has a $30,000 Transformers collection.
Oh yeah, go watch that video too. It's a banger video. Banger.
Clearly, he's an expert on this topic.
Yes. 300 people saw it, I think, on YouTube.
I will briefly talk about the origins of Transformers, and then I'll talk about the different continuities. So, basically, Hasbro and they went to this Japanese convention, and they saw these two toy lines, Diaclone and Microchange. They saw them as like, oh, they can transform. Why don't we just import them and rebrand them as the Transformers in America? So they did that, and Diaclone and Microchange were made by Takara Tomy, and both of the companies today still make Transformers. So Takara Tomy, of course, in Japan, and Hasbro does Transformers in America. There are a lot of continuities, and it would be like an eternity to talk about every single one of them. So
this will be a very long episode. That was the case.
There is no definitive canon, so there's no specific main timeline. Like Transformers always keeps on rebooting itself every single time, and each different like storyline. Some of them are related or have a similar theme, so they can be grouped into different families or different groupings of continuity. So I'll just talk about the different groupings.
Would you say it's like a multiverse?
I'm using the word continuity because it's a bit different than multiverse versus. So it's basically, think of the MCU. There's different multiverses, but there's events happen throughout a timeline, so the whole MCU is one continuity.
Okay, so it's just multiple movies under one umbrella of the universe.
So it's different universes, but they don't interact.
Well, they do, because remember, like, Loki and the different variants.
No, I mean, in Transformers, it's a multiple.
Well, some, like, a certain continuity, there's this Japanese manga, and there's a group of a whole bunch of different Optimus Primes, and of course they are in they're from different universes, so that's one continuity. And the gist of each storyline is basically there's these two groups, the Autobots and the Decepticons, and they're at war on Cybertron. The Autobots' forces go down a lot, so they flee to Earth, and they battle on Earth, and the Decepticons follow them, and they try to get energy.
So it's the same, like, basic origin story.
Yeah, but with different variations between the different continuities.
So it's like Peter Parker getting bit by a spider or turning Spider-Man, something like that. Okay.
So I will talk about the first and the biggest continuity, which is G1 or Generation 1, which was coined by fans. And I think it's used by Hasbro as an official term. So, this...
Drink Prime.
This continuity starts off with a Marvel comic and alongside a TV show that aired in the 1980s. And also there's a British comic. So I didn't read that. Okay, so I'll get into the animated TV shows. So I'm going to include the Japanese TV shows later on. So here is a picture of what they look like in the animated TV show. So there's Optimus Prime and Megatron. Of course, you can tell who's who.
Can they?
Can they?
Optimus Prime is on the left and Megatron's on the right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You realize there's people listening on Spotify that won't see the image.
So they had 2 seasons of that, and then there was a movie that came out that happened in between season 2 and 3, and we all watched that. And then there was season 4 that happened. Okay, so this is the movie poster.
Damn. Looks sick. I assume the top one is Unicron.
Top is Unicron, and basically all the Autobots in front are the new characters that they wanted to introduce, and they kind of killed off the rest of the older characters.
It sounds like Rogue One. Introduce a bunch of characters just to kill them off.
Is that the one? That's not the one we watched, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that's the one we watched. Okay.
So there was this season 4, and they introduced this concept called the headmasters. So basically, there's these small Autobots that turn into heads, and they connect to larger bodies. Yeah, that's basically it. And then there was season 5, but season 5 was just a reissue of older episodes. And now I'll talk about the Japanese series. So these Japanese series of anime, they take place after season 3, and it replaces season 4. So I will show you the first TV show.
Is it like a reboot?
Not really. It's a continuation of after season 3. Yeah.
Which season is this?
This is a different TV show after season 3.
So it continues it.
So it's like Mandalorian and then Book of Boba Fett, even though it's like kind of the same story, but it's a different show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what do you say happened to season 4?
Season 4 is a Western thing, and it just
so it's a timeline split.
Yeah, timeline split. So Western and then Japanese. So much stuff.
So it's like Western ends there, and then Japanese just goes. Okay.
Okay. So this is Transformers Headmasters. I already explained what the Headmasters are, but on the left is Fortress Maximus with his Master Sword, and Scorponok on the right.
Scorponok, why does that sound familiar? Is he like that Scorpion from the first Michael Bay film?
Yes, but he's a Headmaster in G1, and he's this giant robot on the right.
Okay. I get it. Headmaster, like, do they have anything that makes them? Is that like the
their heads
Matrix?
transform.
Oh, the heads transform. Okay.
Yeah. And Chrome Dome in the front is the leader of the smaller groups of Autobots. So here's a picture of Fortress Maximus.
He got thick legs.
So G1, like the G1 artist for the toy line, it kind of looks different than the animated, how they look in the animated shows. Here's Scorponok. He has this big shield with a claw on it.
I was expecting a scorpion tail.
Yeah, it's like at his back.
Oh, it's there, but okay. Mm-hmm.
And then the next TV show after Headmasters is Super God Master Force.
Bro's got a whole file listed out for the show.
So who came up with that name?
The Japanese did. I don't know.
Is it a direct translation or is it?
Well, that's the English name.
Okay, so they
So this is the season 1 poster.
Yeah. Or it might be like they re-released it on DVD in the West, so that might be the art for it. So there's these Autobots called the Pretenders, and also the Decepticons. So these are a type of Transformers that have outer shells, and they can basically shape-shift into whatever they want. So this person on the bottom is called Metalhawk, and he pretends to be a human to disguise himself on Earth. There's the Power Masters. Basically, they suit up, they basically transform into weapons that power their Transtectors, and the Transtectors are like empty bodies with no soul, because they're
soulless.
Well, the weapons transform and they have a soul, so yeah.
Wait. Do you say they can shapeshift into anything?
Yeah, they're the Pretenders.
Okay, can they shapeshift into the Decepticons?
Yeah, probably.
So they can sabotage then.
Did they do that? Do you know? No.
They didn't do that in the show.
Oh. Lazy writers. You guys could have done something.
And there's the Headmaster Juniors. So there's these 3 children in the TV show that have these things called master braces. They're basically bracelets, and they use themselves to transform into heads. So they're kind of like the Headmasters.
Oh goddamn! Okay.
Every time you say headmaster, it just sounds like principal or something.
And then there's the Godmasters, which transform.
So if the headmaster's the principal, what is the godmaster?
No idea. President.
The president. We'll go with that.
Yeah, so the Godmaster turns into engines to power the vehicle modes and also the robot modes. Okay, by this point, Optimus Prime is dead, but
Natural death?
no, he died in the movie, the one we watched.
Bit of a spoiler, but yeah.
Spoiler warning.
But in this TV show, there's this human called Jinrai, and he is, I think he's a Godmaster, and he turns into this engine, and on the right is Jinrai, and on the left is Optimus Prime. They look exactly the same.
So he's a
different
fake
characters.
He's a fake.
He's an imposter.
Is he supposed to be a fake, or is he just?
No, he's a leader, but of the Autobots, but he has a different name. But they just look the same.
Is it intended to be a fake version of him, like he's alive, or is he like supposed to be
fake? But
is it a known replacement? Does everyone know he's a okay? And also, you said he's a human.
Yeah, he turns into an engine, and his
how does a human turn into an engine?
I don't know, because I think they have they do surgery. I don't know, and then they have this armor that they wear.
So does he when he's in an engine? Is he like?
Just don't think about it. Like his leg goes like this or something.
It's just discombobulated. It's purposely messed up. Just imagination, guys. It's fiction. Don't think about it.
And this is one of the main villains in the TV show called Overlord. So his I have to say the word nipples. They are engines that the humans transform into. And
so the humans go discombobulated, and then they jump onto his chest.
Right. Let's just try not to visualize it.
It's an old TV show. Anyways, the best out of the 3 TV shows that came out is Transformers Victory, in my opinion. So there's this concept. So there's this kind of Transformers called the Brain Masters now.
Do they transform into brains?
Yeah, basically.
Actually, like
And
straight up brains.
there's no humans that are brain masters, so it's just a small robot. So I like this show because, well, they do use guns, but they also have a main focus on melee combat. So you can see in this picture that Autobot leader has a sword, and apparently he is the best sword fighter in the universe. So I mentioned the Brain Masters. Now there is, the Decepticons. There's this group of them called the Breast Force.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah. Ain't no way. There's no way. Oh my god. Alright, keep going.
So basically, Soundwave has these cassettes, and then basically they transform and launch out of his chest. So basically, the Breast Force does the same thing.
I can't tell if this is real or he's making it up.
Well, in the official subtitles, that's what they're called. Okay, so this is the new Supreme Commander Starsaber. What do you think of how he looks?
This is from the Victory sword guy.
The sword looks pretty sick. The purple blade is actually pretty cool.
Does that blade fly off the airplane?
It's silver.
It's retractable. It's like a lightsaber.
He goes like this, and then like.
Can that thing fly? The airplane on it.
He transforms into an airplane.
Oh, what does that mini airplane? It's just thematic.
Oh, the Brain Master transforms into a smaller airplane. And then
It's part of the weapon.
He kind of looks like who was it Raxus? No, the Autobot who became the leader after Optimus Prime died. Rodimus Prime, yeah, he kind of reminded me of him.
And then this is the new Decepticon leader, Deathsaurus.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
It does sound exactly like a dinosaur.
Turns into a big bird, though.
I can tell. You can see the wings over here.
No, he turns into a big worm. Clearly.
Yeah, and he knows how to use a sword, and he has a bow and arrow. And a big cannon.
Does his
rocket launcher.
Oh. That kind of looks like that could be like, if you like do that, it looks like a bow. Is that what he does?
Oh, this part, he's one of the Breast Force, and his there's this his bow is right here.
Oh, so his breast is his bow.
Yeah.
His bow.
I know we're immature. Just deal with it, guys.
And then the next TV show, or it was an OVA, and they only did one episode. It was called Transformers Zone, and I just watched it yesterday. So
it's fresh off your mind. What do you think then? What was your thoughts?
So it was well, of course it's quick, and then the new Autobot leader is called Diatlas.
Diatlas? Yeah. Interesting.
And there's this like gruesome scene where he cuts a Decepticon in half, and you can see his brain. So
it's R-rated.
Not really. No blood.
Is his brain fleshy or mechanical?
I mean, with Transformers,
you
can, because they're robotic, you can kind of get away with the gory stuff because they're robots in the end.
Okay. So when they cut it open, there's just human brain in his.
Yeah, it looks kind of weird though. Yeah.
Does that mean they're humans? Or it's like how?
Well, they are living beings, despite being made out of metal. They are living beings. Yeah.
So they introduced a concept called the Micromasters, which are basically really small Transformers. They also had Powered Masters with a D at the end.
Powered.
Yeah, powered.
Past tense. Got it.
Used to be powered, no longer.
They're actually really powerful, and they can create universes.
Whoa.
Wait, how small are they?
With a certain artifact, but yeah. So these two in front, Sonic Bomber and Diatlas, are powered masters.
Oh, wait.
That's
So
actually crazy.
how small are the powered masters?
Well, if they made a Transformers Masterpiece toy, Optimus Prime would be here, Starsaber would be here, and I guess they're the same height.
And then the Powered Masters? Yeah. Wait, which ones are the small ones?
They are right in the front.
They're like small. Ant-Man size?
Okay, no. Maybe like a small car.
That's still quite big. Small car. It's like a Mini Cooper or a car to go.
And then what's Optimus? Like a normal car?
A big truck. Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, 5 times smaller maybe?
Yeah. So there's a new Decepticon leader, of course, called Violent Jigar.
Violent?
Violent?
Violin, like a violin.
Oh!
Jigar.
I thought Jaguars are like aggressive. So a violin Jaguar is in the anime.
Jigar.
Oh, Jigar. I heard Jaguar.
Does he play music?
I don't know. All one word.
Violin Jaguar.
And his minions are called the 9 Great Demon Generals. So there's 9 of them.
Why does his minion sound more powerful?
Yeah, I was gonna say his minions. It sounds like he's their bitch.
They're basically villains from previous TV shows, and they're all armored up with capes, as you can see in the back.
Wow, capes instantly make
and
them
swords.
Capes is very important, guys. How many of these characters do you have physical toys of or figures of?
Well,
$30,000 collection.
I only have Star Saber.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't have a lot of Japanese Transformers, so yeah.
Got it.
Here are the 9 generals.
One of them looks like he has chicken feet.
Black Zarek, so he turns into a big scorpion. He's basically the same as Scorponok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them are thick. Proportions are.
Now let's talk about Generation 2.
Right, we've moved up a generation.
All right. Yeah. We've a massive time jump.
But it wasn't really Oh wait, before that, I have to talk about so Zone only had 1 episode, but there's this thing called TV Magazine, and basically they continued the story through the magazine. Yeah. And then there was another magazine story called Transformers Battlestars. Basically, it was Optimus Prime and Megatron were revived, so Megatron's name was Super Megatron, and
just put the super in front.
And Optimus Prime's name was Star Convoy.
Okay, see, with Optimus, it's a full name change. Megatron, just add super in front.
Yeah. Well, Optimus Prime in Japan is called Convoy, so they just basically added Star in front. Yeah.
Star Convoy. How does Convoy Optimus Prime turn into Convoy? Sounds so boring.
And then one more spread or TV magazine story was Operation Combination, which was basically combiners. Yeah, nothing really there to say. Okay, Generation 2. It was basically just a reissue of the episodes from the Western TV show, and the toy lines and comics were completely different.
How different?
I don't want to get a lot of detail. Well, I don't want to talk about it a lot, but it was very 90s, like a lot of guns and like weird colors. Like Megatron was this green tank with camo. Next, after the Japanese series, was the Beast era. So we all watched The Rise of the Beast, and we all know who the Maximals are. So this is the TV show, the first TV show called Beast Wars.
Wow. Why does he look like he has really big lips?
Those are not his lips.
Kylie Jenner.
The blue things are his lips.
He looks like Thanos.
Yeah, that actually looks like Thanos. Thanos,
but yeah.
The armor looks like Thanos' helmet.
It looks purple. I think it's blue, but it looks a little purpley.
So on top is Optimus Primal. The left is Dinobot. The middle is Rhinox, and the right is Cheetor.
So they look very different from what they look like in Rise of the Beast.
And they talk and they transform, not like the movie.
Well, no, they said a couple words.
Of course, these Transformers have the ability to transform into organic creatures. They traveled back in time by accident to prehistoric Earth to start the
Dinosaurs?
Beast Wars. Yeah, and they transform into the Predacons are basically the descendants of the Decepticons, and they transform into dinosaurs and insects, and then Maximals turn into mammals. Also, it's the first 3D TV show. But there's a sequel called Beast Machines, which was very
Good or bad?
and I forgot to add images.
That's fine. Just talk about it.
Just talk about it.
It was very bad.
How bad? How bad are we talking
The
about?
character development, really bad. There was awkward conversations. The storyline was meh. Megatron looked like a football player. Later on, he was just a floating head at the end of the show.
What?
And then
Is he MODOK?
there's this big plant transformer that transforms into a plant. Yeah, it's
What? No wonder it flopped.
and it was very hard to watch.
I can tell. No surprise it flopped.
With the success of Beast Wars, the Japanese actually made more Beast Wars TV shows. So this is Beast Wars second.
Beast Wars 2?
Yeah. Or they call it second for some reason.
Japanese dubbed?
Speaking of Japanese dubs, the 3 TV shows, Headmasters, Victory, and Zone, or Headmasters, Super God Master Force, and Victory, their dubs were made by this Chinese company, and it sounds really bad. When they laugh, they go like "heh heh heh." It's not good. I watched it subbed, so yeah.
What language is in Chinese?
No, they did. The Chinese company made an English dub,
Oh, so is it okay? I see.
but there wasn't. I couldn't find any accents or anything.
So they're just them. They're
just
English speakers, but they're just bad.
And this is the Maximal leader, Lyle Convoy.
Is it a she?
It's a he.
Why does he have toes?
I was gonna say. I thought it looked. He looked very feminine at first.
He looks like a no. It just looks like he looks like a bird. Like his bird feet.
Claws.
Yeah, he turns into a lion though.
Oh, I see. Like the mane and the yeah, I can see it now.
You would imagine his feet would give him away. It's his transformation away.
And the bad guy is called Galvatron.
Oh yeah.
And he looks like this.
Looks nothing like the Michael Bay one.
Why is he pink?
He turns into a dinosaur, a pink dinosaur.
Like Grimlock.
Or pink dragon, I think. Yeah, pink dragon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dragon versus lion.
And then after that, there was a movie, and it featured Optimus Primal because he traveled through time for some reason. This TV show also had a promotion for a Japanese sausage. So they were selling sausages with the Beast Wars branding on them.
Wow, that's some glizzy.
You can eat some
That's some glizzy.
beast sausages.
After that was Beast Wars Neo, which is a Japanese thing also.
So I see they really like Beast Wars.
Yeah. What is that? We got a giraffe. We got a mammal.
A penguin,
Oh, okay.
a mammoth, a bunny, a snake, and something.
It seems like a snake would be the worst animal to transform into. You're just just slithering the whole time.
I haven't watched this, so don't really know what to say, but here's the Autobot leader, or Maximal leader, Big Convoy, because he's big.
Ah, yes, the most creative naming scheme.
Big and super. Let's not forget Super Megatron.
Yeah, so he turns into a mammoth, and the bad guy is Magmatron.
These guys do not look like machines anymore.
Yeah,
He's got so many. He's got 3 kneecaps.
His beast mode is very weird. I don't have an image, but it's basically a dinosaur, half aqua creature and a bird combined together. It's weird.
It's an amalgamation.
Yeah, you can see the bird and the dinosaur.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
So that's it with the original G1 storyline, but there are other continuities related to G1. There is the Dreamwave Comics, and Dreamwave went bankrupt. I'll just show you an image of the art style of what it looks like. What do you think?
Lots of things is happening at the same time. This one stands out the most. What kind of battle pose is that?
Some perspective thing.
That guy's big.
You don't even see his face. You just see his legs.
After Dreamwave got bankrupt, IDW took over the license and made 10 years worth of comics.
10 years long.
Yeah. I was not really interested, or not reading it at the time, but there you go.
But so all we've spread is war.
Yeah. There's some more.
There's too many.
Some more.
There's a sword. Wait, that kind of looks like the Darksaber.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, yeah. I see the resemblance. Darksaber with smoke coming out.
Yeah. I started reading the IDW stuff. It's very confusing, but like the art style is.
I like the art.
The art looks pretty. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
This is Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime looks like he's been through it.
A short storyline called Stormbringer. His design, to me, it looks really good.
Oh, I think he had this in Dark of the Moon, the third Michael Bay movie. He was literally holding 2 guns, and he had a jetpack on. He was just going ham.
What's the name of Thor's hammer?
Stormbreaker.
That's very close.
So IDW finished with the license, and Skybound / Image Comics took over.
Okay.
So they released a new storyline. This is I should show you this. So this is the first issue. I have this in my collection. It wasn't in the video though, but yeah, I hope it goes up in value. The art it's way different. It looks like the TV shows, the old TV show, and the theme is very violent because the creator is also the creator of The Walking Dead and Invincible. So
think, Mark, think.
His chest is very cracked.
So also Optimus Prime likes to do wrestling moves, as you can see.
Bros in the WWE.
Because the creator likes wrestling.
Why are they running towards Optimus?
Run towards it.
Isn't that where all the disasters happening?
Yeah, they're trying to get his gun.
Anyway, can they even carry his gun?
This is just like. This is a more violent scene, so he's like, "Oh, I want to squish this human," and then of course blood goes everywhere. So.
Ugh! Yeah. Oh god, that is gory.
There you go, Starscream doing murderous stuff.
Oh my god, that is actually that is gory.
And then those are when the humans find the Autobots or the Transformers, they're all dead.
I see.
Or offline.
Do they res them?
Yeah.
They just grab the reboot cards.
That storyline, they're gonna call it the Energon universe. So that's the name. Okay, moving on.
Universes be.
Oh, what are the other ones called?
Like if that's the Energon universe, what will the other ones be like? Metal universe.
Yeah, I don't know. There's this TV show in its own continuity, or some fans think it's part of the G1 continuity, but it's called Transformers Robots in the Skies, or in Japan called Car Robots.
So it's like the theme song. It's like the theme song.
This is Transformers Car Robots 2001, because that's when it came out. Japan made this, so it's another anime.
It's an anime. It's a Transformers anime.
So this is a kind of a reboot. It also has references to G1, and it's actually Autobots versus Predacons this time. So this is Optimus Prime, and he looks different. He turns into a fire truck.
He looks more round.
Yeah, I was gonna say that boy's sick.
Yeah. And this is Megatron. So he actually turns into, I believe, 7 modes. So robot mode, dragon mode, some weird modes. There's a hand mode. There's a floating giant hand.
The master hand from Smash.
Wait.
Okay, next is the continuity, which I was first introduced to Transformers when I was very young. So this is called the Unicron Trilogy. This was a complete reboot, complete new story, new characters. Japan made these 3 TV shows, or anime again, and of course it was dubbed into the West. The dub was actually okay, not like the previous ones. And the term Unicron Trilogy, of course, Unicron shows up in the 3 animes, and
He's an antagonist, right?
yeah,
He's like the Thanos of the Transformers universe.
yeah. Big robot who likes to eat planets.
Oh yeah.
It's basically Galactus.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, there was a side thing. There was a death battle.
Oh, those death battles.
Well, Galactus and
Galactus versus Unicron,
who won?
like today.
Oh, it came out today?
Yeah, it came out.
Oh, that is very recent.
Who was the winner?
Galactus. So the first TV show was called Transformers Armada. So you can see there's some anime style to it. Of course, like the humans look.
Humans look more anime
Yeah.
than robots.
The main part of this TV show was getting control over the mini-cons. So you can see how small they are. Like one is the height of a human now.
So it's just a human-sized robot?
On a human scale, they're not really that small. But to the Transformers, they're quite small.
So like one turns into a bike. So yeah.
That really is. I wonder how Transformers sees humans then if they're that small. They're like just ants.
Yeah, well, in the Skybound comics, like you can see like Starscream like squishes humans. So
Yeah, you showed us earlier with that.
I recently got a Armada toy that looks like this. It's pretty cool.
How much was that?
130.
So now it's $30,000 and $130 collection.
And this is Megatron. So he has this big cannon on the side of his body. He turns into a big tank. Next is what fans think is the worst TV show of all time.
Oh, not just Transformers. Of all time.
Worst Transformers TV show of all time. Is Transformers Energon, or in Japan it's
God, just
called,
looking at the humans make me hate the show.
or
What's
it's
wrong with the
called
humans?
Transformers Super Link in Japan.
It looks like he has teeth in his chest.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Like it looks like a mouth.
Basically, Optimus Prime combines with mini-cons to form limbs. Yeah.
Oh, what was that Transformer in the second Michael Bay movie? Is like a bunch of construction vehicles.
Oh, Devastator.
Devastator, yeah, and they combine together to make him.
So this is Optimus Prime. Of course, mini-cons form his arms and legs. And Megatron. I couldn't
Megatron
find...
returns.
Yeah, I couldn't find a good image. So this is from a kid's book.
Oh, I see. Level 4 readers, guys. For level 4 readers.
Perfect for my reading level.
Perfect. Exactly. I don't even read books these days, so it's perfect.
And the last of the trilogy is called Transformers Cybertron, or Galaxy Force in Japan. So this is the TV show I was introduced.
It looks thick.
Yeah.
I think they always look thick.
Yeah, but their body size is huge, and you just see their legs is just like not that big.
They skipped leg day.
Exactly.
So the main concept with the toy line and the TV show was collecting these things called cyber keys.
Are these yours?
No, someone else's.
How many do you have?
I guess the same amount.
Right, you could have taken pictures of
You could have
yours.
taken pictures. You could have brought it over.
Yeah.
So these keys, they insert into somewhere in the robot, and it spring loads a weapon.
So you like put the key in and the weapon comes out?
Oh, just like an actual car key to start a car.
Yeah, so here's Optimus Prime with his big jetpack.
Are those brass knuckles?
The toy looks exactly like what the TV show looks like. So they transformed exactly the same.
Do you have this toy?
Yeah. And also,
Did you show it off in the video?
yeah, I think so. So he could transform his arm, and there's this other Autobot can turn into this claw, and he can use this claw or something. There's a whole bunch of gimmicks. Here's Megatron. Yeah, it looks kind of weird, but yeah, I don't have this toy. Yeah, and that would be it for the Unicron Trilogy. The next continuity is the movies. So Ryan would know quite a bit about this, probably.
Do I? Do I know?
Just pretend like you know.
Okay.
I only have one movie poster, so this is the first.
Yes, I do know about this.
Yeah, the first Transformers movie. It was not like there's a big divide in fandom.
No, I think this movie was a tremendous success.
Yeah, it was a tremendous success, but a lot of fans were divided. Like people like the G1 style, and people like the movie style. So there's some fans who prefer those options. This, I think there was 5 of movies that Michael Bay made, so fans call this the Bayverse. Yeah, and so the movies were the main focus, and there are some comics on the sides that connected the stories together. Yeah. And here is Optimus Prime in this movie version. Ryan has seen the design for Megatron, but here is Megatron. What do you think, Brandon?
He's very metal.
I don't even know what he transforms into, because it's like all over the place. Like his body looks like it's made from trash or something.
He's the trash bot.
Yeah.
Trash former. Transformer.
And there's another continuity in the movies. So Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts take place in the same storyline. So that's another continuity. There is another continuity. It's a more modern one, and it's basically its goal is to modernize Transformers for a younger generation. Well, yeah, younger generation. And it's called the Aligned Continuity, and this is a fan term.
Is there an official one?
Not really. Yeah. So I'll just go through the timeline. So there's some Transformers books and that talk about Cybertron and stuff. Then there's the Activision video games. So these are the majority of them. There's 3 of them. 2 of them are really good, according to people. I have not played them yet because, of course, the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store have delisted them.
Oh, they don't have them anymore.
You can't really... They've cut ties with each other.
Maybe it's licensing?
So it's a business thing. So
yeah,
it's not like they had beef or...
No.
So, wait, so are the games only console only? Or is it PC also?
There's PC, but I think it's removed from Steam.
Okay, but you could get it in other ways, but not...
Technically, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
So the first one is War for Cybertron. And here's the cover.
You have gameplay?
I have a screenshot.
Sick.
So it's a shooter. It's a third-person shooter.
Ah.
And you can transform, and like it's kind of blurry, but there's Bumblebee.
It looks like it does look like 360 PS3 era.
Similar to it, yeah.
There is a really bad game that came from Activision.
A very bad game.
Called Rise of the Dark Spark.
That already sounds terrible.
Yeah. Also, it has movie designs.
I guess that's the... Oh, that's his night design.
Next is Fall of Cybertron. This one is top notch.
So we went from the worst to the best.
They're both called Cybertron?
Yeah, so the two War and Fall of Cybertron are called the Cybertron games.
And then the third one?
Rise of the Dark Spark.
Ah. And that's the bad one.
Yeah. That's the bad one, yeah.
So this is another shooter. Also, there's online play, or there used to be.
Servers got shut down?
Yeah. There's Grimlock.
So what is the third? What's the Rise of Dark?
Rise of the Dark. What the story?
What is the gameplay? Is it also shooter?
Yeah, also shooter. The campaign is horrible. The environments don't look nice.
Did that come out after or before?
After these two.
Oh, so they just tried to make a third one and just flopped, and they probably stopped making them.
Yeah. Next is actually one of my favorite TV shows, and it's called... Let me find it. Transformers Prime. It's one of the darker Transformers TV shows, and the same composer, the composer who made the intro for this TV show, also did the Mario movie.
So you wrote Peaches.
Yeah.
I can definitely see. They're very related, very similar.
Oh yeah.
So that's Optimus Prime's team in the front, and on the side is Megatron's, the Decepticons. Yeah, so there's this Autobot named Cliffjumper who's on the right. He dies in the first episode. Starscream goes like, yeah, in his stomach.
Yeah.
Stabs him with his sharp fingers, and like Energon goes everywhere. Yeah, very dark.
Whoa, so it's also quite gory. Got it.
But it's a kids show. So
What? I mean, the Clone Wars is a kids show, and there's many occasions in the show where it got very dark. From decapitation to getting squished to, I don't know, it's just war stuff. War crimes, yeah, war crimes.
There are a lot of shows out there that look cute and then they're violent. That may be foreshadowing.
Bit of a spoiler. I'm going to talk about Star Wars for a second. Anyone who's seen The Bad Batch, one of the very first episodes, a squad of troopers execute a bunch of harmless villagers in cold blood. They literally took flamethrowers and burned them all up. Kids show, everyone.
When you said villagers, they thought of Minecraft villagers.
here's Megatron.
Oh, that I know. That design I know.
And it was blurred for a second. Optimus Prime.
His arm is the gun.
Yeah. So also they took this is the TV show that probably took most inspiration from the movies. So Bumblebee is actually mute, like the
Can't talk.
movie.
Talks by radio.
Yeah, talks by radio, and he's like a sports car, not a
Camaro. Isn't Camaro a sports car?
Oh, he's a sports car in this, but he's not a sports car in the G1 TV show.
So he's like that old rusty Chevrolet car.
Volkswagen Bug.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah, so moving on, there's this very young TV show for very young kids.
Let me guess, it's gonna be violent.
It's 100% gonna be violent.
Transformers Rescue Bots. It's for like very early I don't know, elementary kids.
So no violence.
No violence.
Okay. Actually meant for kids.
So there's this unit called the Rescue Bots, and they do emergency stuff. So there's a fire truck, there's a police car, there's a helicopter, and a construction.
Is there going to be like construction vehicle? They meant construction like chapter there. There's one like was this show?
Yeah, it's
like an episode, just them building a house or something.
It's like that.
Slice of life.
And then there's there is one of the worst Transformers TV shows called Robots in Disguise, but it's
An all-new series coming soon.
Is it like a reboot of Robots in Disguise?
no. It's part of the line continuity, but it just shares the same name, and it came out in 2015.
Does it have any relation to the original?
No.
They just took the name and they're like, that's confusing.
So this story is, the main character is Bumblebee this time, and he's a leader of his own team.
Can he talk now?
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
Spoilers, Transformers Prime, he actually gets his voice back at the end of this TV show. Bumblebee is very awkward. There's no character development in this show. The design is okay. Yeah, the TV show overall is meh. There's Bumblebee. There is his rival.
He looks like a werewolf.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, he's a but he turns into a off-road truck thing. And I just forgot his name right now. Something Fang or Wolf. Something. I don't know.
Steeljaw?
Steeljaw, yeah.
That's the name of the file.
Yeah. Now on to another kid show. This is happens after Robots in Disguise.
Same like direct. It's a
Yeah, continuation. Another very young kid show, Rescue Bots Academy. I have not watched this.
Do they fight in the
Paw
show?
Patrol.
I don't know.
Or do they rescue people? It's because they'll rescue bots. So is the whole episode like cat gets stuck in a tree, and then they call the Transformers and like come save it. Episode ends. The cat comes down. I don't know.
It's your average cartoon kid show.
And that is it for the Align continuity. So next is a very short. Did I miss one? Yes, I missed a continuity. Maybe we can edit this, but
It doesn't have to be in order.
before the Align continuity was animated, has a more of a Teen Titans look to it, according to the art style.
Fist is bigger than his head.
I know.
So Optimus Prime in this TV show is a less experienced leader, and Megatron is this big scary villain, according to the TV show.
Allegedly.
So there's Megatron. What do you think? He
Does
turns
not-
into a helicopter.
Does not look big and scary.
Yeah. And Optimus Prime.
Why does he look like that?
His muscle.
I know. Bro, like, all his muscles were...
Wait, what's this? It's like that.
What's going on over here?
Bro, he has no bones.
He's like Slender Man.
Now on to more recent continuity is called Cyberverse. Basically, this TV show, Bumblebee is the main character, and there's this other character called Windblade on the bottom left corner. Fans basically made this character, and Hasbro just said, okay, I like this design.
Yeah, alright,
Yeah.
we'll make it a thing.
Yeah. So basically, Bumblebee has amnesia, and they're both trying to find his memories.
If you have amnesia, you forget. You just like find like the cure to amnesia. Is that how it works?
Okay, and then there's another continuity. This is the latest TV show that is airing right now, called Transformers Earthspark. So this happens basically after the Autobot Decepticon war, and there's this one twist: Megatron's a good guy after the war, and that was taken from the IDW comics because
I feel like I've seen snippets of this show before.
this is the same show as like, I don't want to be a male or female.
Oh my god, we'll talk about that at the very end.
So basically, this TV show focuses on the Terrans. So that's what they're called. It's a different kind of Autobot. They were made by these two humans. They touched this weird artifact called the Ember Stone, and these Terrans came out of this water, and they
It's very strange.
Yeah.
By the way, doesn't that look like Ironheart?
Kind of. I can see a
So
resemblance.
that's Twitch, I think. That's her
Twitch?
name. Yeah.
Like the streaming platform.
Yeah. She turns into a drone, and on the right is Thrash, turns into a bike. So this is the main villain.
Who's this guy?
This is the main villain.
Why does he look like the main character from Yakuza?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh.
It's probably the white suit. He looks like he's dressed up. So I was like,
So he's called Mandroid, or
What? Bro's got the Infinity Gauntlet.
or Dr. Meridian. That's his full name. He likes to graft Cybertronian limbs to his body, as you can see.
I can see. He looks like one of those like people when you click on a company website and you have the CEOs and other workers.
he started his own company.
Oh yeah, fans.
What is that?
Fans don't like Optimus Prime's.
I don't like that face.
Look, his lips. What is this?
Yeah, it's weird. He should always have a face mask.
You should always wear a face.
Like a battle
They should be protected from COVID.
I guess I can tell you a bit of the story. So after the war, there's this human-run corporation called Ghost, and some acronym I forgot, but they want to work with Transformers and build a peaceful life.
Oh, so the Michael Bay movies, they have an alliance with the U.S. military, and it's called Nest, I think. All right. Well, I think this episode is nearing its conclusion, but I want to end it off with a very interesting clip that has been going around TikTok. I saw it from TikTok, and it is a clip from what show was it?
Transformers Earthspark.
Yeah. Do not ever introduce the idea of LGBTQ into the world of Transformers. Like, we live in a time now where LGBTQ is becoming more widely accepted, and that is okay with humans. Please, just keep it with humans. Do not put it with Transformers. Basically, the clip is like, I think it was an Autobot, and they identify as they, them. I'm sorry, that clip was just... it was just... Don't put it in a kids show. Just don't put it in a kids show. They're too innocent. They're too young and innocent to learn about this yet.
Yeah, no, because now it implies that robots reproduce.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. And I think the actual robot looks kind of ugly. Okay, well, Santos, do you want to explain the clip for those who don't get it?
His name is, or their name is Nightshade, and they turn into Owl.
Yeah. Is it a new character in this universe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Transformers do have genders, so I guess Hasbro wanted to introduce.
They're trying to go with the trend, the Netflix trend of shoving in.
Transformers
don't
I mean, the MCU has done it a couple times.
I don't know. Netflix is just memed on. Everyone's like, Netflix makes a character LGBTQ and they call it character development.
It just like, it's too much. It's too much. I respect that they're trying to get the idea like LGBTQ should be appreciated more, and that's completely respectable. It's just they're doing too much.
As long I'm fine with it as long as it doesn't feel forced. If it feels forced, it feels like bad writing. If you include it naturally, that's good.
So that clip is just basically, it was like some human explaining that, oh, this Autobot, they identify as they, them. And she's like, yeah, they, them. He or she just doesn't seem to feel like the right fit for me. It's like...
This is a rhyme. That's a rhyme. They're making like...
Just not in a kid's show. Maybe in like a more grown-up show. Like, there are lots of grown-up shows out there. Sure, that's fine. Just don't put it in the minds of young, innocent kids. Just they're too young to understand this kind of stuff.
Actually, yeah, Santos, you removed something from the notes. Do you want me to talk about it?
Okay, I'll talk about it. So this manga series called Kiss Players.
Oh my god.
Please don't look it up.
Please look it up.
We're not trying to get canceled here, Brandon.
I am not, like, it's geared towards 15 and up, so it's, yeah.
Seems too young. It's way too young.
It's a Japanese manga series that takes place during the G1 continuity. Yeah, that's all I need to say. Just because Brandon wanted me to mention it, so.
Oh, I looked at a little bit because Santos just told me it was weird, and yeah, but I did look at the wiki, and it's basically a magical girl transformer thing, and yeah, and then if you scroll down the wiki a little bit, there's some, let's just say, not safe for work descriptions, like the last paragraph. Yeah, and it's similar to like if you've seen like Madoka Magica, which is like an anime, which is like, it looks very cutesy, but it's like, oh, it's magical girls, but it's horror and stuff. So that's a whole genre. It's actually kind of popular, I think. So this is, I guess,
for all the wrong reasons.
This is the Transformers attempt of going into that genre. So yeah, I think it's like, yeah, 18 plus. Look it up at your own risk.
Viewer discretion is as advised.
Basically, when I saw it, I didn't believe it was Transformers stuff because it was so out there.
I don't want to know. I'm glad I didn't look it up. Yeah, I think we've hit a pretty good timestamp. I think we almost got an hour and a half episode, but you'll probably edit it down. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was a great discussion. I learned a lot about Transformers, being a non-Transformers fan. Like I've gained a lot of knowledge of the lore. Yeah, what do you think, Brandon? How was that for you?
It's pretty interesting. There was a lot of very questionable design, some questionable shows in there.
Yeah, if you want to get into Transformers and to watch the TV shows, begin with the first show in each continuity. So, because Transformers always keeps on rebooting, so you don't have to know that much knowledge in order to watch it.
Do you think they're going to continue to make more movies in the future?
Yes, there is a movie coming out in 2024.
Oh, really?
Called Transformers 1. It's an animated movie, and the voice actor for Optimus Prime is Thor.
It's Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. Not Peter Cullen.
No.
Chris Hemsworth is doing it.
And the Black Widow actress
Scarlett Johansson
is voicing Alita 1.
Oh my god. Yeah. They're trying to grab all the MCU guys in.
MCU actors are in high demand. Chris Pratt was voicing Mario.
Chris Pratt especially.
Oh yeah, fun fact. The voice of Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, first voiced Mario.
Oh my god, his voice is too deep for it. I can't imagine.
Is it how long ago?
I don't know, a very long time.
I can't imagine Peter Cullen going like, Mamma Mia.
Okay.
I can't imagine that.
Was it like the first game?
I think it was it might have been a commercial, or it might have been a TV show.
Was what's the main actor's
Charles
Martinet. Was he voicing the Mario from like the beginning? No, so it was Peter first. So the first game was probably him?
The first game, there was no voice acting.
Oh, the first game with voice acting.
It was Mario Teaches Typing, which was
What?
Charles
Mario
Martinet
Teaches Typing.
voiced him.
So Nintendo was like, hey, do you wanna voice Mario in this typing game? Yeah, we got it.
Oh yeah, it's like those like grade 5 typing exercises we do. When we go to a computer lab, we just do these typing games. Thank you for watching this and listening to this episode. Of course, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and turn that notification bell on, because we got some fire episodes coming. We have a few guests lined up for the show, and we have some. We might do some movie reactions. Bit of a little teaser for upcoming episodes. Why don't we give them a little teaser of the next one that comes out after this one? What are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about something.
Santos is gonna dress up in some weeb.
Oh,
shirt.
sure. No, we're gonna talk about anime. We're gonna talk about anime. But yeah, that's it for now. So thanks for watching the show. We'll see you in the next one.